Hello, my name is Joe Hollis, and I'm here at Mountain Gardens, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about this utopian garden fantasy that I have going on here, that I've been working on for about 40 years. So there's a lot of information elsewhere on the website about the basic philosophy of paradise gardening and exactly what we're trying to create here. In a nutshell, we're trying to, bit by bit, take our needs, which we're being born into civilization. Our needs are all satisfied by spending money, and we spend our time making money, to just like an octopus, kind of bit by bit transfer our needs back to nature, Gaia, the planet, this garden. So, so that's the gist of this paradise garden concept. And I've been working on this garden for about 40 years. You can see pictures of it elsewhere on the garden. I've basically created, you might say among other things, an independent research study facility. So we have a really good library, we have a lab, we have an apothecary where you can work on making things from herbs, nice outdoor kitchen, various. It's all a neo-primitive exercise, but it's set up for a small community, intentionally by design. I don't think this is the kind of project for an individual to try and do by themselves. My vision is a small band. I think the ideal social size is like 6 to 8 people maybe. And so I envision 6 to 8 members, you might say, but I'm going to call them fellows because I'm going to think of this as a fellowship. And the idea is that all of us work together to maintain the whole garden, maybe half of our time. And the rest of the time we take different parts of the picture, whether it's the kitchen or the herb shop or the vegetable garden or the fruit garden or the wild foods garden, and many other possibilities. And so what I'm looking for is, in effect, partners, people that can just take over a certain aspect of the garden. So such people I would call fellows. What I have is an apprenticeship program. I have apprentices coming in, maybe 6 to 8 every year, and some of them stick around. And on a few occasions, a couple of them have stuck around for long enough for me to see how well and perfectly this works. There's a gentleman here right now who's been here for 2 years, and he completely runs the herb shop. He can do all parts of filling prescriptions, making things, making sure the herbs are in stock. He's also handling the seed saving. So I don't have to do very much of that. That's what I want. I'd like to find people like that for these other niches. So we've got niches for 6 to 8 people here. And the vision is that these people, well, they would be provided with housing and food and telephone, internet connection, whatever, basic necessities. So I'm not sure how much money they would need in addition to that, but there would certainly be an opportunity for these fellows to earn money by whatever they wanted to do with the area of the garden that they're working in. So if Jeff wanted to really hustle and sell a lot of seeds, if he felt the need to generate income or figure out how to market some of our unique herbal products, which we make and we could market if somebody was sufficiently motivated to. There's ways to do that actually legally without utterly transforming the place here. There are just possibilities, many, many possibilities for someone to earn a nice little living. But my real goal is to see if this land could really support 6 to 8 people, this 4 acres. That would be really a remarkable achievement, I think. So it would be a combination of intensive agriculture and vegetable gardening and fruit cultivation with a sort of extensive permaculture, wild food, wild medicinal herb situation. That's the goal. And really beyond that, another model of mine is this idea of artist colonies, writers colonies, places where people who just really want to do art can go and have privacy and facilities to practice their art, but also be surrounded by other people who are artists and really want to practice their art. They want to talk about their art and share critiques, and like they're just into art. Or writers. There's writers' colonies too. So I see this as a gardener's colony. I'm looking for people that really have done enough gardening to know that that's what they want to do for the rest of their lives, and they want to take it higher. They want to take it to some next level, right? And in particular, I'm looking for people with enthusiasm, inspiration. It means the same thing, the God within, who are in touch with, who want to stay on this level of being really enthusiastic about what we're doing, because that's what keeps me going, and I'd like to surround myself with people who have that feeling about gardening. So that's kind of my model going forward for this Paradise Garden community, and I see various ways to become a fellow with sort of more privileges, you're more a participant, more taking over one whole part of the thing. Sort of a partner with the rest of us. And then there are apprentices. So if an apprentice wants to stay for a year, they will have learned enough about the ropes and have hopefully a clear enough idea about what they want to do that they could graduate to becoming fellows. If they want, generating their own personal income from it. If they want, building their own little dwelling space. We've got some pictures on the website of a $100 house that someone built at one point. A little underground cob hobbit hut. I could see a whole hillside of those. But if that doesn't appeal to you, we have housing here. So open to it going in a lot of different directions. Some people might move here with enough experience that they could immediately move into that kind of role. That they already know so much about vegetable gardening that they can immediately take over the whole vegetable garden and design it and order the seeds and figure out what crops to grow and when to sow, and when they needed a work party for weeding, they would just say so, and in the morning when we're doing group work, we'd all come down to the vegetable garden and help out, that sort of thing. Basically an anarchistic community. I'd rather not be the only person who knows everything that's going on and tells people what to do. I'd like to get out of that role as quickly as I can. So that's the fantasy here, and maybe I'll add more details another time.